G'day guys, it's Chris here from Ignition. Today I'm going to show you how to set up base artwork for an acrylic QR code disc. These are things that you find pubs, restaurants, all over the place at the moment. Walk in, scan with your phone, takes you to a URL page where you can view the menu and order online. What we're going to do a mock merge of 100 different URLs, assuming that, let's say a restaurant has 100 different tables and they need unique QR codes on each of those 100 QR codes, discs. Something that if you did one at a time would take quite some time, but we're going to show you how to merge them instantly using InDesign and an Excel spreadsheet. So first thing, I've opened up a 90mm by 90mm square pasteboard. It's got a 3mm outer bleed. We're going to operate off the aid parent page because we're just going to produce the background base artwork for now. Now, we'll do a 90mm circle. Reason being is that's the most common size QR code disc that we produce. 90mm circle. So we're just going to add a cut path. So that's a matter of going new color swatch, calling that cut path, making that 100% magenta. That's just so it stands out, it's nice and prominent. Now, that cut path that is a spot color, our laser cutter is going to automatically recognize that and it's going to cut to that shape. Whatever that shape may be, as long as it's titled cut path and it's a spot color, the machine will cut to it. So now we've got that. We're going to drag and drop our base artwork. Of course, if you guys don't have artwork ready to drag and drop like that, you'll just design it within that circle. And you just want to make sure that all of this important content is, let's say, a good 10mm inside that outer cut line. Just makes the cutting process a lot easier. There's no chance of any important information being cut off. Now that we've got that, we'll jump across to our Excel spreadsheet. There it is. Now, this was supplied to me by a client. They had 100 tables in their establishment. You'll see that there's 100 unique URLs. They're all different, and that represents the different table numbers. So each of these URLs is a different landing page specific to each table. So when an order comes in, the staff know which table it's come from and where to bring the order to. So very important. Most important thing here is cell A1 needs this title, hashtag QR code. That bit of information there is what InDesign will recognize and know to convert these instantly into QR codes. So we'll file, save as, CSV, delimited. Now we'll jump back into InDesign. Now before we can place the QR codes, we need a landing position. Okay, so that square there, draw a square, no fill, no outline, center. That's a placeholder for where the QR code will go. Now, we're going to perform the merge, window, utilities, data merge. You will see that QR code is there, so it's reading Actually, before we do that, let me just show you this part. Drop down, select data source. Let's select that spreadsheet. Now the reason it's not talking to that spreadsheet at the moment, that's because I didn't close it. So once you've saved it, that spreadsheet has to be closed down. Now we'll go File, select data source again. Select that spreadsheet. That's good to go. QR code's popped up there already. Let's click on the QR code. You'll see that's populated there. Let's go preview. Now, we have an issue because what happens when you data merge QR codes is that they default to black, the QR code itself, which is not going to work on the black background. So what I discovered is there's no easy way to change that color. You can't just go to your swatches here and change it, or your color palette here and change it. You can, it'll do it initially, but as soon as you merge, actually perform the merge, they will all change back to black. And the only way to go through and change it would be to go through manually and change every single one 100 times. So what I've discovered is a little trick workaround. Click on the QR code, go up to Object, go Effects, Inner Glow, change that to normal, opacity to 100, and we're going to just keep clicking size until that goes white. You'll see the QR code there changing color. Which is great. There you go. So that's white now. Now, if you wanted any other color QR code, what you do is go to this white square, click on that, and you can change it any different color you want. This is where you need to change it if you want it to incorporate across the data merge. Okay, so we just want it white. Okay. Let's put that back into position. So now that's sitting there, it's good. We're scrolling through the preview panel here. You can see the QR codes are all changing, which is great. That means it's read the information from the spreadsheet. And that's just flicking through each of the URLs. Let's hit this drop down again. Let's go create merged document. All records, hit OK. Now this is going to communicate to that spreadsheet, and it's going to rip across all of those URLs, convert them automatically into QR codes, and it's going to create me a 100-page document. It might take a little while depending on the size of the artwork and the amount of URLs you have to merge. As you can see, that's done, and it's taken a matter of seconds. Now, we're still sitting on the master or the A parent page there. But as soon as we click on page 1 here, page 2, you'll notice that we now have a 100-page document that has the generic background artwork and the unique QR code sitting on top. So we've just created artwork for 100 acrylic QR code discs in a matter of seconds. The only thing left to do, File, Export. Save that out. We're going to go all there. We're going to go make sure that the 3mm bleed is selected. Export. And that's it. Thanks, guys.